What up, party people? ZB here, doing the first ever video review of an album. Huge day for the album review. Got the approval of Tim and Tay as well as Emperor Ian. So I am going for it. And today, to break through with the first ever video review, is Sweetheart of the Rodeo by the Byrds, released in 1968 and is 32 minutes long. Great album. Surprising album. I went into this not really being familiar at all with the Byrds on an album level. I don't remember ever listening to an album by them. But I know their hits from the mid 60s, obviously Mr. Tambourine Man, Turn Turn Turn, absolute classics within the genre. Um, so to with that in mind, to hear this album was shocking because it's basically a country album. Just did not expect it, and I mean it's got everything you need for a country album. The pedal steel guitars featured throughout. The banjo appears a few times. The fiddle's there a little bit. The beats are swung. Most of the beats are swung. And yeah, it's just it's a great sound that they really knock out of the park. I can't think of another major group that went the country route in the post 67 era other than Bob Dylan. So good on them. Not an easy route to take. I'm sure it was polarizing for their fans and polarizing for potential, new fans that like country. Here come these hippies into your scene. I'm sure it was not totally, they probably weren't totally welcomed with open arms, but I digress. A couple religiously themed songs here. I Am a Pilgrim and The Christian Life, which was interesting because it's like, here come these counterculture boys, and they're singing religious songs. Like it seemed like it was a little tongue in cheek. I mean, but at the same time, I guess it's a nod to uh, country's religious roots. But just kind of funny how these hippies were singing religious traditional standards. um, the other thing here is Graham Parsons, and his presence is massive. He came in and replaced David Crosby. I'm pretty sure Crosby had left to go form Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. And so I think that is the link where they shift from folk rock to this country rock sound. And Parsons, he's lead singer on a few songs. He's got a couple originals here, and just an absolute beast. His voice is pure country. Um, and there's definitely like a little bit of I'm guessing the Eagles were influenced by him a little bit, the early Eagles, a couple of the songs, especially Hickory Wind, which was a Parsons original. I could hear like the link between this and early Eagles. Yeah, and he's lead singer on You're Still on My Mind, which was also just awesome. Um, Outside of that, the cover of Woody Guthrie's Pretty Boy Floyd was epic. Roger McGinn does the lead vocals on that one, and he is a legend. Like, great voice. I feel like he's criminally underrated in the history of rock greats. Definitely overshadowed by Crosby and Parsons, which, I mean, it's kind of tough to live in those guys' shadows. Crosby is an undeniable goat within the rock pantheon. So, but Roger McGinn, I tip my hat to you. You are a beast, an OG bird through and through. And that's pretty much it. I really dug this album. I liked how quick it was, and the rating is gonna be somewhere in the mid to high eights, maybe even low nines. And I'm looking forward to checking a little bit more of Graham Parsons' stuff out, his solo stuff, and his Flying Burrito Brothers stuff. And I might even dive into the Byrds a little bit too. I mean, they're one of the all timers, so can't go wrong checking more albums, buy them out. All right, party people, God bless. Thanks for listening. Hope it was good, and we'll see you soon.